What's up, YouTube? It is Airborne Comic Semper fan coming at you with another video. Today's video is going to be a contest for Simplified Comic Guy. He has a contest out for a what if Deadpool was possessed, what if Venom possessed Deadpool? It's got a younger, I believe. It's a comic that is awesome, hard to get, very low print run. So this video. I'm not sure if it counts because the video is for your most patriotic comic. Now I was going through my comics and I don't have a lot, uh, but this is a one that kind of stood out to me. So Vince, if it doesn't count, just let me know and I will find another one and I'll reshoot this. But it's a comic I really enjoyed reading. Everyone knows that I'm a huge Deadpool fan. So what I got for you guys is Deadpool #1. This is from the 2013, written by Brian Posey and Gary Dunnan. So it's pretty, it's a good read. I enjoyed reading it. I got the first issue, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And that's basically the whole story arc for that volume. I'm actually trying to collect the whole volume. I think I'm missing two so far. So I'm hopefully going to find those two. The reason why I chose this one is because it starts out a regular day, Deadpool just slashing up big old monster in the town, and he ends up getting recruited from Agent Preston from Shield to stop the zombie apocalypse from happening because this necromancer named Michael ended up bringing presidents back to life. And there's a lot of presidents there. A couple of them, George Washington's in there, Abraham Lincoln, FDR, Teddy Roosevelt, Nixon. So throughout the comic, Deadpool's fighting these presidents. I think the first one of the main ones he encounters, it might be FDR. I think he encounters, and then he finds Teddy Roosevelt in the zoo hunting animals, so he ends up fighting him. But it's a good read. Great, great little puns, and Benjamin Franklin ends up popping up, and Deadpool's freaking out because after he wiped a couple presidents, he's going to try to kill him, and he's like, "Why aren't you tripping out? Why aren't you a zombie?" And Benjamin Franklin's like, "Well, I'm not undead, and I was never a president." So uh, I found that funny to me because a lot of people think Benjamin Franklin was the president, mainly because he's on money, he's on $100 bill. But then they go see Doctor Strange and ask for his help, and he ends up helping him, not at first, but he ends up helping him. And it's funny because before they take off with Doctor Strange, he makes Benjamin Franklin walk because I guess in the comics, and I'm gonna look this up. Benjamin Franklin slept with one of his girlfriends, Claire. I think he slept with his girlfriend. So he said he never forgot that, and he just makes him walk. So I found that really funny. Also, it was a great read. Uh, they end up he ended up getting a cage match with Abraham Lincoln. He fought one of the presidents in space with a bunch of like space monkeys, not actual space monkeys, but NASA monkeys who were trained in space end up jumping on Deadpool. So I mean, I found those panels pretty funny. Was great artwork. I really love the story. So it's I think it's one of my most patriotic comics that I have. It was the main battle ended up being in Washington D.C. around the Lincoln Monument, and so that was pretty good. And throughout the comic, I mean, even from the beginning, from before he started fighting the presidents, Deadpool, all he wants is some admiration from his fellow heroes that he's good and he can help out. And when he helps Thor, Thor even tells him, don't tell anyone we teamed up. This is a good job. You did a good job, but let's keep this on the low. And at the end, when everything's over, the Avengers come and basically tells him he did a great job, and but don't tell anyone. You did a great job. We're gonna keep this under wraps so people don't know you're rolling with us. Uh, I found that funny, pretty hilarious because it seems like all Deadpool wants is to be loved. Uh, but it was a good read. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my first basically volumes for Deadpool that wanted me to pick up the whole run. I'm working on Uncanny X-Men and Incredible Hulk, Jungle Action, but those I can wait on to pick on the run, to wait to pick on the run, and mostly they're pretty expensive. But when I read the Deadpool one, I really wanted to continue and figure out what was going on. If you have seen my videos before, you would know that um, throughout this series, when this series ends at 45 with the death of Deadpool, which is pretty hilarious, I want to do a review on that. It goes into Deadpool kills Marvel Universe, and my previous reviews. So, but that is my most patriotic comic book. I know it's like one comic book, but I had to do the whole run. But that's my most patriotic comic book. If it, like I said, Vince, if it doesn't count, just let me know. I'll redo it, another one. But that run's pretty good, so I enjoy doing this video. All right, this is Airborne Sapper out, and you guys have a good one. Hopefully your Wednesday you get a bunch of books. Remember, Rebirth is coming out, so you guys go ahead and pick that up. Later.